what will be part 1 of the Sasuke Retrieval mission with Shane. So we're breaking it up into 2 parts for 2 reasons. One, over the last week, it's just been scheduling issues with actually catching up further. But the spot that we have left off at is actually with the Sand Siblings showing up and interfering with the respective fights. And I feel like that's a perfect place to actually break it off into 2 parts, because from that point on, it really is the climax of the arc. So we can kind of just start from the rip and then cover this part of the arc. Next week, we will cover what's to come. I'm not going to say what's to come for Shane's sake, but what's to come for sure. Anyways, though, for question number 1 of the Sasuke Retrieval arc, how did you think Shikamaru handled the pressure of being promoted to a Chunin and immediately being tasked with leading the Sasuke Retrieval team?
An S-rank mission, mind you.
For the most part, he's really keeping up. Like, I honestly thought that this character was going to be taken out very, very quick. Or, like, if his time came, it was going to be like, alright, he just got shit on. But, for the most part, honestly, his ability really helps him out. Like, in senses. Because it's almost like, it's OP to a stronger enemy, unless they already know, or know what's coming, or how to avert it. But, I think he's honestly doing a kick-ass job for how hard and how many things are going on, like it is to keep them together, or, you know, like everything. And then also the brain fuck. When everybody thought, like, Naruto thought he fucked them over, and then he just turns around and it's actually a tactic. And it was just like, all right, chill out, Naruto, and chill out, everybody. Like, he's not actually gonna fuck us all over. Like, he's literally giving it his all. He literally said, "I will put my life on the line." So honestly, he's killing it. He's killing it. I didn't expect him out of all of them to be leading this pack. Honestly, I honestly thought it was gonna be somebody like not too crazy above him, but like, I don't know, like somebody like Sasuke, for instance.
So the reason that Naruto, for example, or any of the other Genin that tagged along can't lead the mission is because of the fact that they are Genin. You cannot lead a mission until you become a Chunin, and that's where the first part of that question with Shikamaru handling the pressure of being promoted to a Chunin and then right away taking this mission on.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's where that part of it comes in.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I personally feel like he handled it extremely well. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
he was not just thrown into the fire. It was his first day on the job. The store is on fire. There's a customer beating an associate in the back. A pipe burst in the bathroom, and dude had to wrangle the fire department in there because they were all fucking first day newbies who were scared chicken shit. And he still managed to get the hell flames out. Like, I don't know how he did it.
I was just really impressed overall with Shikamaru's formation for the team, as well as his reasoning / logic behind it. His ability to come up with that formation and the reasoning behind it on such short notice, because, yeah, Naruto may have been a lock for, alright, I'm obviously going to bring Naruto to go get Sasuke, but everyone else,
Yeah.
he just went and found. You know what I mean? So that team was literally just put together on the spot, and Shikamaru was able to utilize their specific strengths and abilities almost to its fullest for the formation. I mean, he literally just became a Chunin. This is his first time leading a mission. He just has this team scraped together, and he's calling the shots like that.
And on top of him being him, I'm not putting him down and saying that he's like a weak character or anything, but like it was very unexpected for him out of all to lead the pack. And like you said, scrape them all up together.
So, kind of branching off of that question, what does this, and again, obviously Naruto was a lock. It's fucking Sasuke. But what does the selection of Choji, Neji, and Kiba for the team reveal about the Leafs' available resources and priorities at the time?
My general off-dome remembering it, their well-roundedness, they work decent together. So we got Neji, Choji, and
Kiba. Bitch boy.
Kiba. Oh my god, yeah, you don't like him.
Oh my
Interesting
god.
squad.
I would love to hear you try to defend him in this arc, Tom. Go ahead.
I'm
Floor is
not
yours.
defending him. I'll defend his dog.
Dude,
the dog's cool.
Dude, he's an arrogant bastard. I get it. He's not the most likable guy on the fucking planet.
He's a dick here.
Actively trying to help save Sasuke, even though he doesn't. He straight up says he doesn't fucking like the guy. Even Shikamaru said that. Like, The fact of the matter is, Kiba showed the fuck up. He put the fucking work in. I get it. He's not your favorite character. He's nobody's favorite character. It's fucking Kiba Inuzuka. Okay? But, like, let's not shit on the man who was solely, not solely, but, like, partially super responsible for tracking Sasuke down through the freaking forest for as long as they did. I mean, he was up front sniffing him out the whole time. If he wasn't there, this shit doesn't happen.
And if he wasn't there, a lot of annoying ass comments that didn't need to be made that made me want to reach through the fucking manga panel and punch him in the face don't happen.
He's a sore loser surrounded by people he knows can whoop his ass. He's insecure. You would be too. You'd be making fucking comments like that too.
I don't know, bro. I'd probably take the Neji route, like, because Neji was there too after getting his shit rocked by Naruto.
He can whoop some asses in that group. Kiba can't.
Yeah, but my point is, Neji lost to Naruto after talking so much more shit and, like, so much more philosophical shit as well to Naruto. And then gets his shit rocked.
Naruto didn't change Kiba's philosophy. He changed Neji. So Neji was like, you know.
That's what I'm saying, though. Neji took
Kiba
the graceful
like,
route. Kiba took the bitch route.
Like,
oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So it's very interesting
look,
squad.
I get he's not the greatest character in the arc, but the shitting on him,
Listen, I don't know
like
if
the
I
guy.
say
Okay?
it. Should I say it? Do I say it? Because they're just gonna keep adding on. This is my only add-on. But when he turned around and was a dick to Choji, bro, I wanted to literally punch him in the throat. I wanted Choji to get up and eat him like the last chip in the bag, bro. Like, that shit did piss me off because I was like, damn, why is Dan hating? And then he paused it, gave me context. Not even a couple minutes later, that comment was made. I was like, yeah, fuck this guy. But very plausible points. You know, supposedly none of this even happens or they can't track them. But honestly, these three together, I guess what's so special is, like, for instance, when they all got stuck in that, like, concavement, I don't exactly remember what jutsu or what that was called. They all had their specifics to basically figure out and go against this foe to get out of that. I mean, you know, you got Nenji, his vision. You got, what's his name, fucking sniffed something out. Somebody found the weak point. Like, there was just a bunch of things. And then you got Choji. Choji just fucking said, fuck it. After the weak point was found, just bust through, and then it's just... Honestly, I think it was a pretty good squad.
So I'm actually happy you brought up that part of the arc, because that was another example pretty early into the mission that really highlighted Shikamaru's battle IQ and prowess, because he was the one to see the weak point. And I think something important to keep in mind is, at this point, while they were under Jirobo's jutsu, when they're in that, they're also actively having their chakra drained from them. So by the time Shikamaru figures out everything, like, he's having his chakra drained, and he's still focusing his energy on observing everything and setting up this ploy to find out where Jirobo's talking from, etc., to then find the weak spot.
Right. I liked how one of they were different set than if it was only Naruto and somebody else in there, you know what I mean? Or like other people, because like they all literally had their own piece to the puzzle. It was like a fourth of work for each of them. You know what I mean? Like they all had a quarter of what they had to do perfectly. One found the spot, Choji breaks through. It was crazy under the circumstances because, you know, like as soon as I realized when somebody was talking about feeling weird and woozy, I was like, oh shit. On top of the dome, they're getting their shit drained. So it was very impressive. Like he said, you know, the battle IQ, insane. How many warriors out of any class are going to think under circumstances like that unless they are the best of the best or used to the circumstances? You know what I mean? Like, he literally was getting drained and they're all about to die in a dome and basically get suffocated from their life force. And he sits there and literally almost goes Zen mode and figures it out. Like, it was impressive. It was a cool feat. I didn't exactly know how it was going to go down. I thought somebody was just going to go fucking ballistic inside instead of it be, like, tactically played. But
I remember...
If Tomorrow hadn't been there, that'd have been exactly what it would have been.
I
Right.
But 3
remember.
prong, tunneling fang, human boulder, Rasengan,
The
like
fangs, like I
So
couldn't
it's
believe the fangs didn't drill. Like that was
on the
nuts.
topic of the Rasengan. Actually, I was gonna mention. I remember when Naruto was trying to build up a Rasengan and it fizzled
hey,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Shane
didn't have enough
got
energy.
hype at first, like, "Oh
I
yeah,"
was
and
so
then
hyped and I was bent instantly. As soon as he said something about his energy, I was like, I know what's happening.
So another part of the
Dude, I was
question
hyped.
was, what did you think of how Shikamaru put their formation together, like the structure they were in? Kiba up front, him behind him, Neji in the center, Naruto behind that, and then Choji covering up the rear. If I remember the
Honestly,
formation
I
correctly.
think it was prioritized very well. I think it was honestly according to their I'm not saying like battle IQ, but like their tactics and techniques. It's almost just like fall through the line and see if you can get to the last one. Because Choji just proved how fucking strong he actually is. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of nuts.
He put Kiba up front so he could sniff out everything ahead of them,
Right.
and
You want your
Neji in the
tracker
center so he could
first. Yeah,
see
they
both
literally
sides of the
squadron
battlefield.
formated. Right.
Yep.
Which was it was awesome. It was awesome how they had it all done up. Because also like for right now, I'm gonna say that Naruto is like more so the brawl style instead of sitting
Yeah.
back to where like, Sasuke or even Neji. I can even like give you an example of like he'll sit back, he'll analyze the situation or analyze currently during battle, which it always makes sense to have your brawlers kind of in the back. You want heavy artillery out front. You want your smarts, the pretty much the eye, the sniff, the nose. Then you bring your heavies in. But I I like it. It's just everything's falling into place. Everything's got its own little place right now. But definitely a few characters that are moving up in the faves. I don't even have the same top 10 anymore. I
Hey,
really don't.
that is a good thing, though, man. It shows that you have the potential to grow along with the series as well
Right.
and change your
I
opinions.
give
And you're stuck in them like so many
right.
toxic fans of any series.
Well, I like to give every character their shown light, and like I literally like I will give any character a chance. Like I just basically got to get a little bit of your backstory, what their abilities are, but it's pretty much how they are integrated through the story. Or if it's a hard hitting situation, you don't like the character and it's meant not to be liked at first until something crazy's dropped, and then it's just like, holy fuck, like it turns into everybody's favorite character all of a sudden, you know?
And
Like
I
I
gotta
don't
say, the
pertain
way you
myself to
fuck with
just one.
Sakura, I really appreciate that because so many people shit on her from start to
I would
finish. And
never shit on Sakura. Like
I
it's just
love the way you rock with her, dude, because she is
people just want a
actually
tank
the
bitch.
second best written female character in the entire series.
Yeah, no, she's what's up. Honestly, like even though she seems frail at times and stuff, she's very strong. She's
Oh yeah.
emotionally strong. She's got the best chakra control out of the group. I mean, it says a lot. She's almost like that quiet, intelligent girl that you don't want to fuck with. She is not a
Hmm.
fighter, but her dad put her ass through all of that to black belt. You never seen her use it until she pops out. That's the kind of girl that she gives me the vibes of.
I'll never get over her just absolutely dogging on Zaku, man. That shit was so hype.
There's a lot of character development I can't wait to see.
Kind of stemming off the first two questions as well, and we've touched on it like, oh, Naruto obviously going to go because it's Sasuke. But I want your opinion. Do you think Naruto was chosen for the mission primarily because of his bond with Sasuke, or do you think that his raw power also played a part in it? Maybe a mixture of
No,
both. If you were Shikamaru, would you have picked him?
so, all right, so I'm gonna give general context first because everybody just seems to like Naruto is seen as not the brightest, not everybody's favorite at first until they give him time. But when it's not coming to that, like everybody's all about that nine tail. Like as soon as they sense the chakra, see it, figure it out, hear about it, like somebody wants something to do with it. So I honestly think that at first it had a lot more to do with the Nine Tails, but at the same time, since Naruto's going through strong character development and also like his realness is showing, like his loyalty, like he will literally stand on the spot and die if he needs to where he is. Like I haven't seen him bitch once. So it was a 50-50, but at first it was more so like, oh, they just stacked him up with the Nine Tails. But in a sense, I think Shikamaru actually did want Naruto there. He's actually starting to really see, it's the same as everybody else, what Naruto's about. He's sharpening. Every time he pops up, he learns a new jutsu. You know what I mean? Like, the kid's growing. So, at first, it was like, oh, fuck. Are they just using him for the power? Because he still doesn't have raw control over it yet. And then I got more to a 50-50, and then as soon as, like, we're up to the point now, it seems like he was chosen. But it wouldn't have been a general choosing. I don't feel like everybody would have been like, oh yeah, we're gonna have Naruto. No, like, Shikamaru, it was a rough decision.
I mean, if it was up to Kiba, fucking half the team wouldn't have tagged along, but I digress.
You better digress, motherfucker.
I progress.
Kiba absolutely would have picked like Naruto and Neji because Kiba would focus on strength. He wouldn't have picked Choji because he did think he was weak. He would have taken Neji, he would have taken Naruto, he would have taken Shino if Shino was available because that's his teammate. And he arguably probably would have taken Hinata because of his teammate connection with her as well, only because of doubling up on the Byakugan and because he knows how to work with her and Shino, especially as a unit. But I digress because we know for a fact he wouldn't have picked Choji. I think he would have picked the powerhouses for sure.
I also think, though, at the same time, for this guy, I feel like he's a dick sometimes, or like comes off the way he does, and it's not like it's for a reason, or like it would come off like Kakashi being like sarcastic, but for real. Like, I still haven't seen anything too crazily dark for his past versus like fucking Sasuke. I mean, or like,
what, for Kiba's past?
Yeah.
Kiba's just your run-of-the-mill.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like he's just the type to bitch, but like when another character would in versus, there's no comparison.
He's a snarky 12-year-old. What do you expect?
Right. He's like the kid that came out the burbs and went through no struggle, but he's with the crew. Tom hates that. I digress.
I super hate that take. That is such a bum-ass take.
I think it was pretty nailed on the head. What do you think, Foden?
No. If anyone's the came out the burbs and doesn't know the struggle type kid in the group, fucking Neji living in a goddamn mansion, just magically fucking getting all the main family side branch, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, but let's not act like Neji's past isn't 10 times at least more fucked up than anything Kiba's sniffing.
But still,
dude, Neji's pinky has seen more foul things, and that's off my base already. I don't even know what's
the reason that would piss me off is because you're right.
Oh, I know. Like, it's blatantly obvious already at this point.
The roughest part of Kiwa's backstory right now. I'm not even kidding.
Going back to before the retrieval mission technically begins, Naruto versus Sasuke on the roof of the hospital. Give me your thoughts.
Man, like, I was hyped, but they need to redo it. Like, I need to see it. Like, I need to see a clean rematch, bro. Straight up.
So you weren't satisfied?
I was like, that shit holds
I was
weight.
satisfied, but like I wasn't like, holy shit.
No, so I was gonna say, so you weren't satisfied with Kakashi intervening at the end there, grabbing both of them and throwing them away. You wanted to see what would have happened.
Right, I did respect that in a sense. It was cool to see, like, oh shit, like, this might really go south. Because it was, like, the anticipation, I was so built up to see some fucked up shit to happen. Like, I was expecting one of them to, like, coma the other one for a day, at least. And then Kakashi steps in and is just like, yo, you guys gotta chill. Like...
Now, if you want to get super technical, Naruto did coma Sasuke for a day because this was another reason why Sasuke left, and then he goes into that barrel and is comatose for a day. So if you want to get really technical, you can say that.
Well, technically in the vicinity of that time period that we were referring to.
Glazer, he's always been an edge stronger than Sasuke, except for a few key points in the series. But come on!
This was my satisfactory level. It was a 9 out of 10. Like, it was good shit, but like, it was not over the top. Like, I I was close to going over the top. If they went and had a little bit more of a scuffle or like some crazy shit came out, like I would have been like, all right, that was a good fucking scuffle. But we know I still need a legit showdown.
On the same topic, after Kakashi threw them both their separate ways, Sasuke Shidori hits one water tower, Naruto's Rasengan hits the other water tower, and it's looking like from the front that, oh, damn, Sasuke Shidori is so much stronger than Naruto's Rasengan. Sasuke's mad confident, talking his shit. He falls back behind that. He sees what Naruto's did to the back, and immediately gets even more pissed off than he was before the fight started. Like...
My boy literally sent a hollow tip through that shit. Like a pin and it came out like a shotgun. Like now that topped it off. That hyped me up. When I seen that, I was like, yeah, my boy. I was like, finally, like, Joan, what's up?
Another small part about that whole fight that I like is the interaction between Jiraiya and Kakashi, where they're both basically scolding each other for teaching their students those respective jutsus.
Yeah. Oh, dude, dude, the side talk when it's sarcasm to like directs, but they're like just still walking together, like not really going about it. That.
Oh, they're basically like
some of my favorite.
Yeah, and Kakashi's like standing against a wall and shit, bro. They're just like aura farming as they talk to each other. Like
they're bullshit aura farming each other right now. They're literally trying to aura farm to each other. Like it's so funny. It's either like let's flex or let's shit on like who's got the worser student. Like.
Well, when you're Kakashi and Jiraiya, you have the right to aura farm.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, they got the right to even say anything on both sides, and I think they know that. They just still will put their opinion out there regardless because they're just them.
After the interaction that Jiraiya and Kakashi had, Jiraiya and Kakashi go their separate ways to talk to their students. And while Kakashi is talking to Sasuke, obviously Sasuke's like, oh, how would you like it if I killed everyone that you ever loved? And Kakashi's like, oh, you can't do that. They're all already dead. How... Because we don't know much up to this point about Kakashi's backstory. You're going to find out what's to come very soon.
The weight of this escaped me for so many years.
How fucked up on a scale of 1 to 10 are you anticipating Kakashi's backstory to be, and do you have any predictions for it?
17. And it's going to be fucked. It's going to be nuts. I feel like it's going to shoot Kakashi to be my easy top 2. I need the fucking backstory.
Very soon.
I'm gonna keep it right there. No ever explanating. Like, there's just, it is what it is. Y'all see it.
Something that's interesting about Kakashi and Sasuke talking is this is actually when the Sound 4 first show up, and they see Kakashi talking to Sasuke, and they're like, oh, actually, let's make sure we wait for this motherfucker to leave. He's problematic. Then the Sound 4 go and fight Sasuke. So... First part of this question is, how do you feel about Sasuke fighting the Sound 4? How much do you think that influenced him to then go with them and in search of more power?
Dude, I honestly didn't think he was gonna I thought, so Sasuke's got like a weird hold on me right now. Like I'm kind of trying to pay extra attention, but like I still only have to wait until shit comes and I can see it for it to happen. But at first it didn't seem like he wanted to be involved with going that route, and it just seemed more evil and demonic, related to his brother's doings in a sense. He didn't want to be like him or whatever, but ever since that encounter, man, he's been a little different. And it was very surprising to see that, one, he was going to go up against him, and then two, it actually happened that, oh, well, we're just going to rock with him now. Like, I was double blown over. I was like, what? That's why I was kind of like rooting for like Naruto to get his shit together right now, because Sasuke's on this whole nother fucking arc doing his own thing right now, it seems. But and you still got Naruto running after his ass trying to save him too. This is crazy.
Part 2 of this question goes back to the point about Kakashi and the Sound 4 not wanting to go in against Sasuke until after he had left. Obviously, you haven't seen the end of their respective fights yet, but you've now seen all 4 of the Sound 4 in their second stage of their curse mark. You saw them in the Konoha Crush put the barrier around Orochimaru and Hiruzen, so you have an idea of their strength at the very least. Do you think that they could have beaten Kakashi 1v4?
There's some pretty tough guys right now. I mean, they do scale as some of the highest that we're seeing right now, but again, I still have not seen Kakashi's full.
So just like what you've seen of Kakashi, yeah.
Now up to the point of where I've seen, I know my man's got some tricks up his sleeve. I mean, I don't think that fucking, even though it's for the sound, like I don't think he would have really struggled too crazy. But then again, like their fucking second phase is incredibly, like, I still can't scale how much stronger they are.
They're in Curse Mark 2 at this point, fighting their respective fights. So you saw Curse Mark 2 Jirobo versus Butterfly Choji. You saw Curse Mark 2 Kitamaru versus Neji.
Right.
You've seen Curse Mark 2 Sakon and Yukon versus Kiba. And you're seeing Curse Mark 2 Tayuya versus Shikamaru.
Okay, so based off experience of fighting the others, I mean, I know Kakashi's pretty up there. Man, I wanna root on Kakashi's side, but like we're talking four that also have the power to go into not cursed one but two on their marks. So it depends how they all fight. But if Kakashi can at least pick one or two off and then catch the other two unorthodox, like it's kinda, I think I got Kakashi all fucking day.
I'll take it a step further and say that I got Kakashi with relative low difficulty.
Okay,
it's the
yeah,
same
because
board.
like I'm still trying
Yeah.
to scale. Like I've said, I don't want to blow somebody's power out the fucking water, but I also don't want to underestimate somebody that is of high power. So I'm giving both sides kind of leeway. But at the end of the day, like my heart and my gut is just telling me like Kakashi will get the job done, if not smoke them, depending upon how it happens.
Even in second stages, you still think Kagashi's got.
I don't think that they're surviving long enough to bring out their
think he's
second
just gonna
stages. They're
start
getting
sweating.
fucking
They
blitzed.
ended up fighting Kakashi. They would have gone straight to second. They wouldn't have played.
They're still getting blitzed, bro. Look at who
alright.
they're relative to in their second stages in their respective fights. Versus fucking Kakashi Hatake, who caught a blade of lightning at 14 and is double that age now.
So I think it comes into perspective of if they don't go into the, they're unprepared, they're unorthodox. Even if he does get the last guy and he does get to his curse mark too, like I think that's a demolish, that's a mow over. If they're all starting off 4 or 2, and then all 4 of them have a sequentially like plan, like Kakashi's gonna just start sweating. Then it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean they do have
it's
insane teamwork, and if Kimimaro were there and it was the 5 and they all
It'll be
kicked
dragged on a
if
little longer
Kimimaro-
than what he wants to end it.
Kimimaru is a whole different conversation to throw in there. But like strictly Sound 4, the way that I kind of look at it is, while yes, they weren't fighting with killer intent when they jumped Sasuke, they were more so testing the waters of his power.
Right.
They were still surprised by some of the shit that Sasuke by himself was capable of doing to them. Kakashi is
But only
so much
partial
above.
One stack home bitched him though.
Yeah, but he was getting
So this
jumped.
is the context. That's the missing context.
He's
that I
getting
was missing.
jumped by the 4 of them, which Kakashi would be in this sense too, and still showing relativity.
No, but I'm saying even
Oh, yeah,
after
man, you got a point.
Sasuke his initial clash with them, he went after them again with the curse mark, and then partial curse mark stage 1 Sakon bitched him.
All I'm
Thank you for
saying
that
is
context.
Kakashi's got that in the bag, bro.
Yeah, now that I have the drone context, that is a humongous statement because I was thinking, I'm trying to think, because I knew that they were more hesitant with Sasuke, but no, now that I do remember it, they actually were like, oh fuck. They weren't trying to visibly show it, but I mean, if they're already in that phase and they're scared, I mean, Kakashi? It's a no-brainer.
Okay.
Again,
You guys
like
made good
I'm not trying to like shit on the
And
Sound
mind you,
4.
my whole
Yeah, I'm
thing
not
at
trying to
first
team up
wasn't
too
that
on you, but
Kakashi
like I'm
wouldn't,
agreeing with
and
that.
no
It's
doubt
more
he would,
factual.
but I just wasn't sure he was gonna like bitch them.
Again, it's like I don't want to shit on the Sound 4 or anything, but based off what we're seeing them struggle with against the Genin that they're fighting, and knowing the gap between Kakashi and even the Naruto and Sasuke that are to come at the end of this arc, like Kakashi is stronger than both of them combined. I don't really think there's any arguing that. It'd be a good fight, but Kakashi's still stronger than both of them combined. And the 2 of them at the end of that arc are definitely bitching the Sound 4.
I do still think that because of Kakashi's hesitance to kill a comrade, I do still think the Sasuke to come at the end of this win that fight purely because of that, because of Kakashi's
I don't think he would have to kill the comrade per se. And you know I am of the belief that once you get into Starter Shippuden, I have Starter Shippuden Sasuke over Starter Shippuden Kakashi. So knowing that in mind, I still don't think that Sasuke is Naruto. Before they go on the mission, Sakura comes to the gate of the Konoha village and is like, "Yo, Naruto, bring back Sasuke. Promise me you're gonna bring back Sasuke." Naruto promises, he vows to bring back Sasuke.
Promise of a lifetime.
A promise of a lifetime.
And gave her what Lee calls the nice guy pose.
Oh my god, dude, that killed me.
How do you feel about that scene in particular, and do you think that Naruto will be able to keep his promise?
He might have a tough time knowing Naruto, but like I think when he's like set on something dead set and he feels like almost like he's intertwined, like he has to do it, like I think he's gonna. It'd be very, very, very vicious conditions, I think, for him to like break a promise. Period. Any promise.
He never goes back on his word. That is his ninja way.
Yeah, like he is so stubbornly like me. That's why like I really want to see him win through a lot of shit. But I honestly think they could torture him and still wouldn't.
Promise, or you don't think he's keeping it in this instance? I need you to clarify.
I think he's gonna grow more through a shorter time period, like going into what we're gonna watch now. Like the promise is gonna grow as shit happens. Because you gotta remember, like Naruto still is like fucking with a lot of shit. So kind of just winging it or just jumping in, brawling, not thinking twice. You know, the IQ. He's fucking smart. You know, when he's locked in and motivated, when he gets in there or he gets punched hard enough, he fucking thinks. He thinks.
He is creating. He lives up to the nickname, the number hyperactive head ninja.
I love it. That's why I can't wait.
Obviously, the fights themselves with the Sound 4 are not finished yet, at least not all of them. You've seen Jirobo vs. Choji and its conclusion. You've seen Kitamura vs. Neji and its conclusion. But now when it comes to Shikamaru vs. Tayuya and Kiba vs. Sakon and Yukon, you have the interference of the Sand Siblings. So while the fight still might be going, before the interference, when it's just a strictly 1v1, or in Kiba's case, 1v2, or even if you want to be like in Shikamaru's case, a 1v4. Yeah, like who would you say between all the Sound 4, Choji, Neji, Shikamaru, and Kiba, who are you most impressed by? Which fight did you get most surprised by? Was there any power that you were like, yo, I did not expect this motherfucker to pull that out? Just in general, through this arc, you get to see a lot of characters highlight their power and stuff that you haven't seen from them before. So, too long didn't read. Who really surprised you the most? Who impressed you the most? Who stood the fuck out?
He's always kind of got like a very strong edge. Like you know what he's about. So like I'm really gonna leave his context out because he just falls in his own category. Like he's kind of his own the shit. But Choji, bro. I think Choji was like the reigning parade, bro. Like Choji really not only came out, like I said, put his life on the line. I was like, damn, I know my boy can't eat, but now he shows his power. I was like, damn, like man is as strong as fuck. Like there was so many things.
And my superpower, I'd be fucking unstoppable.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I literally have cracker packs in my pocket.
Big ass bigger than Choji.
Fucking right, dude. But yeah, Choji really took the cake, man.
I am proud of that answer, Shane, both the first part of it and the second part of it, because that's exactly what I was hoping you would say. I was hoping you would highlight the fact that while Neji is strong as fuck, we already know that, so you're not necessarily surprised by what you see from him.
Yeah.
But Choji, on the other hand, I believe is the definitive right answer for that question.
100%. There's really no other comments.
And that's not to take away, as much as I hate Kiba, that's not to take away what he and Akamaru do, and it's not to take away what Shikamaru does either.
They're my answer because of the fact that, like, yes, Choji, he fucking pulled out all the stops and he impressed the fuck out of everyone. But who would have fucking expected Kiba to turn into a giant fucking headed server? Like, what the fuck was that?
I mean,
That
who
did
would have
catch me
expected
off a little bit,
Choji to turn into
but
a
I
giant
expected
bigger than the trees in the forest? Like,
that. I didn't expect.
like bro was like
Choji
Bob the
came.
Minion at the end of the Minions movie.
Choji was his last own chip out of his own bag. Like he literally said, "All right, chips out the bag." Like I did not expect that. First, his power, the transformation, and just the diehardness. Like everybody's like, "Oh, Choji ran away. He's probably like." They would literally all dog him, and that proves a lot. Like that's like, all right, Kiva. Like, got some shit to say now? Gonna talk? You, or you and the pup still like fucking half dead over there? Like,
And out of
And-
curiosity, I did look up Choji's height and weight. Why am I 2 of this motherfucker? In Shippuden, he's stated at 5'10" in the blank period at 193 pounds. Why am I so much bigger than this bitch?
they actually got him spot the fuck on. Wow.
I mean, I'm 6 foot. I'm still 285. Like,
Another
also
thing.
gonna throw it out there. If Shikamaru hadn't been such a fucking gentleman to Ayuya and Shadow Strangled her from the get-go, the second he got up in her business, he would have won before Tamari showed up.
The introduction to Kimimaru. So they're at Orochimaru's lair. Kabuto is talking to someone in a bed, and it's revealed to be the former would-be vessel for Orochimaru before he got sick. He's now bedridden, this extreme illness, and even while bedridden says, you know what, I'm gonna go out and help them. He comes out and helps them, shows up, and he shows up before Shikamaru versus Tayuya and Kiba versus Sakon and Yukon starts. Naruto and Shikamaru, if I'm not mistaken, are running away with the barrel with Sasuke in it. Kimimaru just blitzes not just them, but Tayuya as well. Perception blitzes them, takes it, and lands, and they're like, oh shit, Kimimaru's here. Kimimaru's talking...
in the barrel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kimimaru says something to Tayuya about, like, give me a good reason why I shouldn't kill you right now, and Tayuya's shit in her fucking pants. So he takes the barrel, and he starts running back towards Orochimaru's lair. Naruto from there follows him, and Naruto, at this point, has some Nine Tails rage coming out of him. You can see those eyes changing, and by the time he and Kimimaru start fighting, you have the moment with him and all his shadow clones, and Kimimaru just mowing through these Nine Tails and shadow clones.
This is the precise scene when I said, "Oh, look at this chakra!" Right when I caught it.
During their fight, Sasuke comes out of the barrel, and Naruto wants to go follow Sasuke. Kimimaru's not going to let him do that. But before Kimimaru could strike down Naruto, after taking out all the shadow clones, someone intervenes. That someone, Rock motherfucking Lee. So, my boy is fresh off of a surgery that, he's been out of commission for months now. He thought he was done versus Gaara. His career was over. He would never be a ninja again. And here he comes, shocking Kimimaru. And that low-key got Kimimaru excited. Kimimaru was like, huh? Oh, interesting. But when they actually started fighting, Kimimaru clearly had the edge, even calling Lee predictable. The thing that really changed the tide of this battle was Lee not grabbing his medicine, but instead grabbing Tsunade's sake. Tom, you brought up a great point last night. Why the fuck did Tsunade leave her sake bottle right next to Lee's medicine? And furthermore, why was it the exact same design bottle?
Dude, bro, I'm telling you, she is a fucking putz when it comes to fucking leaving her shit around.
We're not gonna talk about if the bottle's identical, though, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, she
Bro,
literally...
why did she have sake next to the patient?
Unless she was pulling a, oh my god, I need to, still like revitalize myself after last night's bender. Comes, empties one of his medicine bottles out, pops it on real quick. They walk in and she throws it next to it and just calls it that. That is the only hypothetical that would make sense.
Yeah, maybe she's trying to drink on the job and doesn't want to get fucking questioned about it, so that's her solution.
No,
I'm just drinking some
egg.
medicine. This is some herbal solutions, guys. I'm not drinking any alcohol.
Yeah, Rock Lee's over there like, I'm not drunk. I'm a minor. I can't drink.
Yeah, so that brings us to Rock Lee drinking the sake, thinking this is medicine, and wow,
And just
that predictability
absolutely
out the
chugging
window.
it.
Yeah, that's another thing.
The craziest shit. I absolutely love how they show how unorthodox and swift you can be when you are just at your little perfect buzz. This is not enabling people to drink. I'm just saying, like, my man's had his perfect buzz going, as you can see. He literally, what's his name, says,
Kimimaro?
Kimimaro says that, oh shit, you know, he's fighting so unorthodox that it's really hard to anticipate his attacks or hit him. And I just, not only the craziest part, him coming through in his entry point scene, but him just dancing around his ass like that, falling asleep, going like this, rolling over almost like as he had MUI emitting from his pores. Like, the shit was so fucking badass. This is, honestly, I don't want Rock Lee to steal it all and say he's the diamond right now, but, like, that was one of my favorite scenes by far.
Yeah, Lee off the Henny, or as I
Like,
called him
that
last
shit was
night,
awesome.
Ciroc Lee.
I just love the concept that they gave from alcohol and then like the swiftness of somebody that already has balance and fights unorthodox and practices. When you combine these two, he is legit a
He's
loose
Bruce Lee.
blade.
The
Like, he is a
drunken
loose
fist.
fucking blade. Yes, legit.
Like, the entire Drunken Fist thing is inspired by Bruce Lee. His
But he
entire
was-
character.
Bro, that shit was so nice, man. He was so melodic with the way he was just like, eyes were just rolling in the back of his head, body just did it for him. Like, this shit was just so crazy.
After that happens, Kimimaro ends up, you know what? This guy's a little bit more unorthodox now than I was expecting. It can't be helped, and activates the first stage of his curse mark. And that's when the tide of the fight really changes. Pretty much immediately sobers up Lee, and that's where the Sand Siblings come in and have their respective interferences across the board with the fights. In this fight in particular, it's Gaara. So that's up to what you've seen in that fight. But just in general, how did you feel about Kimimaro versus Naruto, and then Kimimaro versus Lee/Drunken Fist Lee?
So it's a kind of really a brain buster when you think about it and laying all of your cards out on the table, because if you really think about it, Naruto has Lee like, huh? At some points, but then Lee pretty much just hands him his own fucking bones back. Well, to the point we stopped, it's now going the other way, but literally was just toying with Kimimaro. Naruto couldn't even fucking touch him. Like, but when it
Nine
comes down
Tao's
to
amped
Naruto,
with that.
right,
Yeah.
And this is
And
Lee
Naruto
fresh
can-
off of a surgery.
that and this is the
After being
crazy
told he'd
part.
never be a ninja again.
Right, so like it's really a brain buster, but I just thought it was nuts. Like, if you asked anybody up to this point before showing him that episode, you would say, if upon hypothetical, they would take Naruto all day. Bro, Lee just stole that fucking show. Like, drunk. Fucking drunk. Like, amped Ninetales and a pissed off Naruto couldn't even get the job done with, what was it, 3,000? There was fucking thousands of equally distributed chakra fucking shadow clones. Like, bro, you should tell me, like, that's an inconceivable amount of power. How do you fuck that up? Yeah, all in all said, like, that was like, come on, Naruto, for me, but it brings out one of Lee's best openings. Like I said, he's literally, I don't even think he's fully fucking covered yet. Comes out of surgery like this is nuts. So if anything, he even might be stronger. It's just, it's crazy. But
Like, he's on his path to recovery, but he's still in recovery. Like, he's
That's
still
the
at a
crazy
position
part.
where people are scolding him for doing push-ups. Like,
bro, he's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
He's gonna be fucking hurting tomorrow.
Like, he wasn't
After this
supposed to
fight?
leave in the first place to go after them. Like, he did that on his own accord.
Yeah, you seen how many
and like I
times?
said last night, I'm convinced he used the first gate to close that gap, because not only did he have a day's travel ahead of him, but he also had to start, and he's not 100%. Like, he had to close that gap somehow.
I think it helps that
We gotta
with that
remember, though,
gap
Lee's
is
fast.
that there was a few stoppages between the way. The longest one being Jirobo holding them in the Earth Dome. But
but that
on
was
top of
what,
that,
15
Lee, yes, he might be fresh off surgery, but Lee's fast. Like, Lee is fast,
he's
and with
fast
him
as
having
fuck.
nothing to stop him in terms of, like, he's able to just beeline it straight there. Whereas with the Sasuke Retrieval team, you can argue that some of the characters like Neji or Naruto are probably a few tiers of speed faster than like a Choji or a Kiba. So I don't really think that all of them are going at their full speed either, as much as they're traveling at a relative speed to each other to stay in formation. Whereas
plus it
Lee's
would be
able
a
to go
waste of
full
energy.
speed straight there. You know what I mean?
But also, yeah, Lee
Yeah.
also sat
Did he
dormantly.
pass Choji on the way though? That's what I want to know. I need some confirmation on that. Oh, hey, that's Choji Akibi. Whoa.
Well, another good context is like, his rest period was so great. His demeanor, his honor towards just being a ninja, period, and just only wanting to get stronger and just train. Like, I mean, it was just a given. Even no gates open, I think he's gonna beeline it. Like, he's excited to go fuck some shit up. Like he's getting there. I mean, we keep seeing Lee's speed. Every single person that said something about Lee's speed. There's not one person that just thinks to themselves like, I'm faster. They're like, they might think it, but they're like, oh my god, like he's fast as shit. Like even Kimimaro said he's fast.
No,
I was like, oh.
I wouldn't put it past him either to have used the first gate to get some speed, but at the same time, something I did notice last night is that before he used the first gate, he was questioning if he really should even do that in the first place because of just coming off of the operation.
Right. So that nulls it pretty much for context.
So going into my second to last question for this arc, it would be the Sand Siblings, Gaara, Tamari, Kankuro, them interfering with the fights that were still going on. One, were you expecting any interference at all, or did you think that they were just done? And two, out of the interference, how shocked were you that it was Gaara, Kankuro, and Tamari?
I honestly wish we could get a snippet recording of my face reaction when I seen Gaara. I literally almost shit.
Dude, you were like, what?
I looked at all three of these motherfuckers and was like, huh? Like, I thought it was like one of those things. I looked away and we skipped an episode or some shit. Like, I was like, huh? Because I seen sand. I'm like, is that fucking sand? And it kept happening. And then I'm just looking. I'm like, nah, it's fucking dirt. It's all the scuffle. I look down for a second. I look back up. Next scene comes in. I'm like, it's fucking sand. And then all three of them. Honestly, shocked. 10 out of 10.
That
Did I
scene
expect them to come back? Yes, not
now
this early.
so perfectly, honestly.
Right, that shit was like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
now I'm even more glued to my TV. But 10 out of 10, did not expect it. I did expect it to happen, not as early. Way early. Like, and Gaara looks different.
He's got a new outfit.
Not that. It's almost like he's got a new attitude. He didn't talk much. Like, I literally just seen Gaara and then it was end clip. Like, but something's different with him. Already I can tell.
Yeah, I will say, you do, clothing aside, when Gaara shows up there at the end of that episode briefly, you do kind of see a different look in his eyes, and just his posture / demeanor as a whole feels different.
More so his demeanor. It's almost like, it's almost like I know somebody for 10 years. I know when they're going to have a bad day. I know when a change happens. Or I know when something's changed, not only just with their appearance, but like, I just had that feeling run through me. I'm like, first I was like, what? Let me process this. And I was thinking afterwards, I was like, but damn, seems different. It's not like the intro Gaaras we're used to. He looks very composed as well, which looks crazy. Like, he doesn't look like he's pissed at what happened or anything or wants blood, but who knows? Gaara's Gaara.
Look, he's done a lot of growing up in the last couple of months. He's not a
Not even, bro. What?
Maniac anymore.
So
yes, he's actually learning a lot.
So that pretty much in a way brings me to my last question. Whether it's a prediction towards the fight that's about to go down between Gaara / Lee and Kimimaro, or it's predictions for the arc as a whole. I figured, usually what we do at the end of the arc segment is we'll have you give your rating. But since you're technically not finished the arc yet, I would rather get your predictions for the rest of the arc as we're now entering the climax.
Fire.
So we can come back to them next week.
Fire. Why'd you cook like that? Predictions. Damn,
Hey,
why'd you cook
I got
like that? That's
Ichiraku.
awesome.
I got Ichiraku ramen on the shirt, bro. I'm always gonna cook.
I want to say that like Lee's probably gonna have like one more crazy thing to show us, but I also don't want Homie to burn himself out because like we just did say he's rolling out of recovery. I'm very excited to see the other two get in the mix. And then Sand, I just can't wait to fucking see that scuffle. I know some shit's gonna go down, but like I said, with Gara's personality difference, don't know exactly what's going to go down.
So I guess
Because
what you know about Garrus so far, at least his power, and what
he's
you've
usually
now
the
seen,
instigator.
and what you've now seen of Kimimaru and his power, how do you think
Right.
this matchup's gonna go?
Alright, so, oh, fuck. Alright, so look. So, I think Gara was noticing that his sand and his shield, like, just the way it is, something's got to give. You know, he's got to do better because when he's coming along these stronger opponents and shit like that, like, people are getting through this. That is his whole entire defense mechanism. Now, he also, I feel like, is going to be coming with more different attacks. Like, I feel like he's just coming with a whole different arsenal. So, Kimimaro, I feel like he's if if him and Gara go head to head, I feel like he's kind of gonna give Gara a hard time at first. But like I said, if they are gonna go against each other, Gara has to fucking change his arsenal a little bit because Kimimoro's fast as shit. I don't want it. Like I don't care. I don't think that Sand's fucking blocking him. Gara still has a lot to learn. Gara still is almost like Naruto, very much alike in a way because they have such powerful beasts inside of them, but they are still learning how to use them to their fullest extent. It's very very similar. It seems to me in my eyes. And then what we got for like Sasuke, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna be like. I feel like he's gonna have a whole bunch of new shit to show us when I see his ass. Naruto, I don't even have a prediction on Naruto, actually. Surprisingly, he's so unorthodox to predict. Then
You
we
think he'll
got.
catch up with Sasuke?
I think he'll keep going until he gets up to him. I don't know about catching up, but I think something's gonna happen to where it's gonna have a meeting point. They're gonna hit a vanish point to where it's just like they come across. But I don't think like Naruto's gonna stop because he's also leaving so much and so many fights behind. So
That's awesome.
I just don't think he's gonna give up. Like again, when he's to a task, when it has to be done, all this it would be for nothing. I mean, he's already putting his line on for Sasuke. You know, as much as they want to have their fight and shit, like they're like boys at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was that they were the big three at first. Very, very interested to see what Naruto and Sasuke have in for us. And then I really don't have too many crazy loose predictions on anybody else. But yeah, for the most part, Kimimura is just going to be a growing problem as time being for whoever comes into his path.
How
Sand
do
showing
you,
up.
on the topic of Kimimaru, remember when he was first shown, he was very ill and in a bed.
Right.
Do you think that could play any role?
Definitely could play a role. I mean, it's just for any being of any universe in any anime. Like, if you are at your fullest, like you're gonna struggle a little bit. You're not gonna be the sharpest you can be. You're not gonna be at max stat. But for the most part, yeah, I don't know how many motherfuckers he's about to go in with. So I like, he's got a strong standing point right now. But like, he's fresh off the bed, same as Lee. Like, he's not gonna really last too long unless he's got magic sleeves. Like, unless he's got a few tricks up his sleeve, or at least to evade or something, I feel like he's gonna definitely grab his backpack in so many words.
All right.